I know you said not to touch anything, but
Okay. If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That Trailer Trash Edition. It's a lot of S's. We're going to watch a trailer of a terrible movie that we're going to watch of the week and hope for the best or the worst or see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm Russ.
And I'm Jared.
And what are we watching?
Yeah, we're watching the trailer for Clowntergeist, which I know seems self-explanatory, but in case you haven't figured it out, I'll tell you what it's about. So Emma, a college student with a crippling fear of clowns, must come face to face with her worst fear when an evil spirit in the body of a clown is summoned, terrorizing the town she calls home. So there's that.
Yeah.
I like the tagline on the poster of "The reason you're afraid of clowns." Like, really confident that this movie is going to be scary.
Yes, and also reminding you why you're afraid of clowns.
Yeah.
I'm like rereading that summary. She's a college student with a crippling fear of clowns. She must come face to face with her worst fear, clowns. When an evil spirit. Okay. Yeah.
It
Just
makes more sense
double-checking.
after I read the interview. Yeah. Yeah.
It
all makes sense.
right. Okay. All right, cool. Well, we've got a kind of a new small segment here
Yeah.
for Trailer
Yeah.
Trash.
Totally new segment. The first time that we've gotten some emails. So thank you. Thank you for writing into us. If anyone else wants to write into us, we may or may not talk about it. We probably will because we don't get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. So starting up our listener mail segment, big shout out to our friend Sarah that we used to work with way back in the day. Apparently discovered the podcast and a huge fan of the movie Little Italy, which, sorry, Sarah.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, may have turned her off, but
yes, we are now her least favorite podcast.
Yep. And then my sister wrote us a note. So shout out to Elizabeth.
Do these count?
I think these count. I mean, this is how podcasts grow, Russ.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious.
Yeah. In Elizabeth's email, I want to read the whole thing, if you'll indulge me.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got time.
So it goes. Hi, Jared and Russ. First time emailer, long time fan.
Love it.
Really enjoying the podcast.
Great.
Good start. The way to our hearts is through compliments.
Yes. And that's the end of the email.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The way you both mostly explain the movies you've watched is truly admirable.
Oh.
Your podcast has taught me to more deeply appreciate John Travolta's hair, never trust production companies, and that there's really no limit to how many minutes can be spent talking about a movie.
Can't tell if that's a dig or not, but I think it's a compliment. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little column A, little column B, I think. I'm writing to weigh in on the body decomposition debate from Robot Riot Part 2.
This was a huge debate. A little refresher. If you haven't listened to that episode, there was a huge, massive debate about how long it takes for a human body to decompose
In a warehouse.
In a warehouse. I think I said a long time, and you said a couple of days or weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
just want to get all the facts out there.
No, I appreciate that. It gives good context for the listeners who may not tune into every episode.
Yes, I said a long time, which means more than a couple days or a week.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I was going with about a week. So she continues, like Jared, I also consider myself a body decomp expert. Experts say decomp. My credentials include watching every season of the show Bones and having an intermediate understanding of human anatomy.
Verified. Okay. Yeah. We
Immediately
expert.
more qualified than either of us.
Yes. Yeah.
In a temperate climate like Oklahoma, it could take weeks to several years for a body to fully skeletonize. Depending on the presence of scavengers, humidity, or water around the body, the timeline could change drastically. So maybe the movie's depiction was accurate, or maybe it wasn't. Helpful, right?
I think so.
Yes. I think we have both solved and exacerbated the argument.
Yes. I think I'm right.
And then she signs off with keep up the good work and shout out to all the other listeners that are just waiting for their moment to write in. Loyally, Elizabeth.
Awesome.
So, yeah, good reminder. Thanks, Elizabeth, that everyone else should also write us emails.
That's right. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Just do it.
Correct. All right.
I'm glad we could put that to bed, that whole debate. I can sleep better now.
Yeah, it could take weeks or days or much longer.
Several years. So, yeah, okay.
Really put it to bed.
Yes. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for writing into us, and maybe we'll read more if others do the same.
Yeah, please. So I guess we should talk about the trailer now, huh?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's do this for Clowntergeist. So this trailer is, I don't know how you felt about this trailer, but this trailer was just erratic for me.
Yeah.
I'm an old man though, so I don't know.
Trying to separate my notes into scenes, but like there weren't really scenes.
No, I didn't do that. I just wrote.
Smart.
I don't know. I just gave up on trying to do that. So it starts with a production company logo, right?
Yep. Good lead in, as always.
So it's a good start, right? Right off the bat, we have High Octane Pictures, which we've seen them before, right? Have we?
Speaking of Robot Riot, that was the last time we saw High Octane Pictures with their. Look, it seems like at least for this trailer, they are not assaulting our ears as much.
Yeah, well, yes. Because I remember in Robot Riot, that was the one where it was like super loud, and then like, yeah.
Yep.
But this one seemed a little more polished, a new logo or something, new whole thing. I don't know. It seemed animated and all that.
Immediately know what quality movie we're dealing with.
Yes. We don't work for High Octane Pictures, by the way. Probably clarify that because.
Yeah, we are not high octane shills, but
yeah, we're fans of no one really.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to any episodes yet, you may think that we like some of the companies that we talk about.
Yeah, it's not true.
Yeah. So
okay, so then we get just kind of quick shot of car driving up to a house, right? And
Twilight
hours. And then basically kind of cuts between this car pulling up to a house and this girl on a phone talking to someone who we don't know, right?
Yep.
Looking for a place to stay.
Yep.
We got some creepy music playing. That's about it. And it's kind of cutting a little bit back and forth between this and then this girl's in this house. She's on the phone. The lights are out and kind of classic build up, right?
Yep. And then we get couple of snippets from the phone conversation here.
A little bit, yeah.
Apparently, she's not supposed to touch anything in this house. We have no context for like what this house is, what her relationship is to the house.
My first thought was like Airbnb.
Yeah. I thought it was her house. Like, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, no clue.
But then, yeah, but apparently she's not supposed to touch anything. And that's where the quote from the beginning came from. But there's this creepy clown statue in the corner that I'd really like to cover up.
But yeah, there's this creepy clown statue in the corner I'd really like to touch. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, works every time. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I started thinking immediately when do you know that urban legend, that old urban legend with like the clown statue?
Oh, at first I thought that was it. You're just gonna stop. You know that old urban legend? I don't know which one. There's a lot of them.
No, the one about the clown statue specifically.
No.
So immediately seeing the trailer, I thought about that, and I was like, I don't know, I must have heard it in high school or middle school or whenever. And it was like, oh yeah, like read it in, creepypasta, one of those online something or others. Of the story goes, oh, there's a clown statue in the house, blah blah blah. You're talking to someone about it, and then the reveal is we don't have a clown statue. So that's like directly ripped from this old urban legend.
Oh, look at you pulling out the expert stuff here. Yeah, I had no clue. Okay, so so this is just torn.
And I got psyched about it because they word for word say that we don't have a clown statue. You got to get out of the house immediately.
Yeah, I was like, I buy that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we just get the clown just the clown gets her, right?
Attacks. Yep.
Boom. Attacks. Crazy cuts. We have no idea what's going on, but I assume she's smoked. She's gone. She's done. She's out. first thought when I saw the clown, because they do some creepy shots, I think in between, like really intersplicing between here. There's shots of the clown walking around, and like this clown does not look anything like the clown on the cover of the movie.
Correct. This clown is much less creepy than the cover.
Yes. Yeah, this clown looks like he's in a kind of like a sex offender kind of clown, not like,
Yeah.
demonic possessed clown.
Yeah, he's more of a Gacy clown.
Yeah. The one on the cover is much scarier, but
yeah. And then we cut to the daytime again. Apparently, night has passed. There's a car driving around. Lots of cars driving around.
Lots of cars driving.
Looks like maybe there's a church, and the guy with a young girl who I'm assuming at this point is his daughter, possibly talking.
Oh yeah, the guy who's just explaining about the balloons and the date and time stuff to other random girl who we don't know really.
Yep, exactly. Well, we don't know anything about the date and time stuff yet, other than the balloon says 5:31, 2:31 a.m.
Oh yeah, it's all on the balloon. But then doesn't he like kind of say something about it? He like explains it a little bit. Like
he's just like, oh, that's the balloon that like I also got one of those or something like that. Like it's not.
No, it's not clear at all. And they're all red balloons. This is definitely, I'm getting vibes of an It mockbuster.
Yep, because this came out 2017.
Yep, same year that It did. So.
Yep. Then we cut to the car full of balloons, creepy red balloons, and apparently they have 2 days to come up with a plan. It's like,
I mean, that's a good amount of time. You should be able to come up with something good, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I appreciate a good 10 minutes gone vibe of a movie that is supposed to happen within a given time frame. I like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's very consolidated and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is going to be 2 days. Perfect.
Great. Hopefully we'll get through it quickly. And then we get like a kind of a quick explanation. I think we're at the point where now we get like, we keeps cutting around. The girl's in like at night in bed. Then we see a door opening. We've got a clown knocking on a window. We got a dude with a crossbow.
Well, now right? I'm going to stop you on the dude with the crossbow.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it's not going to look this way in any other light in the actual movie, but he looks just like Adam Sandler in this like one angle, don't you think? Like a young, like early 90s Adam Sandler.
I could kind of, yeah. Okay. I'm thinking back to it. Yeah. I can see that a little bit. And then there's just more stuff kind of cutting crazy. And then we get a quick explanation of, I think he's got the crossbow and he's talking to this girl he was talking to in the beginning of the trailer, kind of explaining how to kill the clown, I think, right?
Well, and so this is where I couldn't understand anything that anyone was saying. Because like, this is when it starts to cut to, she's talking a bunch and I literally just hear like it's like the music is mixed so loudly.
Yeah.
So I really lost it at this point.
I think I was just like, this trailer's so disjointed, but okay, whatever. We got a crazy clown who's going after this girl. Why? We have no idea.
Yeah, she's hiding from the clown. There's lots of shots of her cowering.
Yeah. And then there's a weird moment of bunch of stuff happens, and then the girl, just I guess we're gonna call her the main girl. She's tied up.
Yep.
And like at a dinner table thing or whatever, and the clown pops a balloon, like a red balloon. Was the balloon full of poop?
Unclear. It's full of something.
It was like I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like, is that just a shit balloon? And
it's probably a classic shit balloon.
Good old fashioned shit balloon. Damn clowns. They're shit balloons.
I'm also confused how the jukebox is involved. It seems like there's some kind of like balloon-based box ritual that's going on that I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know. This is where things kind of just picked up and was just cutting all over the place and just giving us very brief, unsensical scenes. So.
Yep. Then there's more hiding from the clown. There's a couple of people who look like they're dead that pop up, like zombie-looking people.
Yeah, and they're in like a diner, I think, too. Like hiding.
Sure.
What? I don't know. Like I can't tell.
Just tables.
A lot of clown attacks from behind. He grabs, I think, in this trailer. He grabs two people from behind in a car.
Yep,
that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, that's a good trope, good horror trope, I guess. Yeah. Don't look in the back seat.
yeah, right. And then I think we're at the point where we get a little bit more action, where the clown spits black goo all over some dude's face. He's on the ground. It's like okay, that's very Yeah.
Puking up black, doing a little wrestling.
There's some creepy rockin' music now. I don't know. It's starting to really pick up.
Clown isn't like, I don't know if you noticed this, but like every time they show the clown, or most times they show the clown when he's not grabbing someone, but like always in exactly the same pose with his arm, like his left arm weirdly hooked.
Yeah.
And I don't like, it's like, oh, I get it. That's a creepy pose, but varieties and spice of life and all that.
Yeah, it looks like more like something you'd see from like a 90s new metal band like video or something from the night,
Right. Yeah. Like I'm imagining it's like Fred. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, who is it?
Yeah.
Don't cut this.
Don't plan on it. I like watching you squirm here to think of things.
It's the guy from like System of a Down or like one of that era, that exactly early 2000s era.
Yep.
Who like went off and started a solo project where he is a sad clown that does covers now and like films a bunch of weird music videos. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh man.
Like he
what?
He did a heart-shaped box one, I think, recently. Like,
oh man. All right, let's save this. We'll do some digging and maybe we'll talk about it in the full episode when we get there.
Yeah, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and it's got like a little bit of like kind of Slipknot album cover kind of thing, but not nearly as cool. Which is, I'm saying that with a certain grain of salt.
Yes, exactly. Puddles a sad clown. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from System of a Down?
That's what I'm trying to confirm.
Okay, well, while he's doing that, yeah, and then we get, and I think we get the guy again, the dude from the beginning explaining more stuff. I don't know. I really couldn't catch what was going on, and it was a quick shot of him taking like a slice to the throat.
Yeah, and then there's like more puking black everywhere.
Yeah. The rando girl from the very beginning of the trailer, she's just like puking everywhere, blood all over the place. I'm like, okay, this is just okay. Yeah,
I do appreciate that. Like we're really leaning into the clown like crawling around, like the unnatural movement trope. That's like something that I think does. I don't know. There's only a few specific things that really bother me about horror movies. One is things that like home invasions. Home invasions really get me for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, I guess because it's
home invasions for some reason get you. Yeah, I mean,
I guess because it could be real. Yeah.
I wonder why, man. Like
home invasions and like unnatural movements, like things crawling around on ceilings and
like the girl from like The Ring and stuff coming out of the TV, stuff like that, right? Like
like The Grudge, all those ones.
Yeah, and It.
Sure.
And then we have like some other random girl with glasses shows up. I have no idea who she is. She just kind of pops up like towards the end.
Yeah, a bunch of youths. They just kind of mix in at the end. They're like, oh, probably other characters, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Plenty of jump scares abound, though. I think this is pretty much what this movie's going to be. At least that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah. No, I think this is. I'm worried that this movie is going to be too good. Like this looks like it's just a run-of-the-mill horror movie. Because like at the end of it, it ends with the voiceover saying, "We have to kill it," and then it's got the clown hand on a woman face. Good trope there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the very very end. Yeah. I don't know. I think this is going to be pretty. Yeah, it might just be kind of run of the mill. But
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm hoping it's. I don't know if I'm hoping it's terrible or not. Like.
Yeah, I mean, compared to some of the other things we've watched, like there does seem to be a clear plot here. There is an evil clown, seemingly that we have to kill.
Yeah, I mean, so what if it's a ripoff of It? But I mean,
yeah, or The Exorcist, or any
Poltergeist, or any movie that's existed before it.
Yeah, the movie that have its name.
Did you figure out who is it? Puddles the Clown? Did you figure out what that's all about?
No, I give up.
You gave up. All right.
We can talk about it in the full episode.
That's a classic research over here.
Yeah, it's called teaser, buddy. Yeah, that's when you say, "Oh, thanks for listening," and we'll be back next week with that full episode. You can hear talk all about Puddles the Clown and other stupid stuff. And in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMTpod on Twitter.
You could also send us an email, as you should, as our dear listeners did. To have, send more.
Yep.
But you can send us email at itsthismeetsthat@gmail.com. And then all of our episodes can be found at itsthismeetsthat.com. But yeah, you should watch this movie so you can listen with us next week and have us tear it a new one, I guess.
Yeah, get scared.
Or not. Maybe we'll like it.